Shit.
Is Deadpool 3, man. This is heartbreaking.
What happened?
Ryan Reynolds tweeted, he said, it's critical to have open, honest, and healthy discussions around mental health. By retweeting hashtag Bell Let's Talk, you can make a difference. In case that's not enough, before Disney bought Fox, Deadpool 3 was going to be a road trip between Deadpool and Logan, Rashomon style, for real. So what he's essentially saying there, and he says for real, I guess it's to, hopefully to get the cause retweeted more, broke some news there, which is cool. He's a fucking awesome dude. Love Ryan Reynolds. But, dude, if that's for real, what that means is that Deadpool 3 was actually going to have Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool and Wolverine on a road trip together, and Rashomon style, which means they each tell their story. They both experience the road trip differently, and they each tell their versions. So Deadpool's would have been like batshit and crazy and awesome, and Wolverine's would have been, Deadpool being annoying as fuck. That could have been the greatest film that has ever touched a fucking film screen. And
it would have been, if that's all true, that would have been amazing to fucking see on screen.
Oh my God.
Especially if you get Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds in the same room playing their respective characters, and Wolverine and Deadpool. Holy shit. Tolius Stromboli. I would love to have seen that. Unfortunately, that's never going to happen ever. And it sucks. Now I do in my Cracker Jacks hold out hope that possibly, maybe, some way, just a small fart in the wind, that at some point a Deadpool movie with Ryan Reynolds, if he continues on for a little while, that you will get a Hugh Jackman cameo.
Yeah.
But the fact that this was going to be centered on an entire story around Wolverine and Deadpool doing their thing, that really sucks that we'll never get to see it on camera. The thing is, though, and I know that Hugh Jackman likes Ryan Reynolds a lot, and obviously the respect, as far as actors and all that stuff is there. But I feel like what Hugh Jackman is thinking is, like, he played that character for like 16 years or whatever it was, like the longest running actor ever to play a character for that amount of years. He was like, we ended on such a wonderful, great outrance. Outrance is not a word, but an out with Logan, that there was really no point in coming back and touching that character ever again. And I don't think he wanted to do Dishonor. I feel like I'm talking about Hugh Jackman like he's the last samurai, Tom Cruise, but he didn't want to do any kind of like dishonor to the character by coming back and repeating the Wolverine character, even with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool. Like, because Logan was the best. If you're gonna pick a movie for you to end it on, it'd be Logan.
Yeah. But then again, if they did do Deadpool 3 and they did have that story, it could have been told in the past tense too. So technically it could have been pre what happened in Logan. Because obviously it would be, because he fucking died, right?
Yeah, I know. But
Spoiler alert.
I don't know.
And I'm sure that's what they would have done. But I also wonder, man, like, what is the reason that Disney buying Fox killed that? It could be because they just knew immediately what they had the idea, and maybe they had some of it written or whatever, and maybe they just knew immediately that, oh, this is too raucous for fucking anything Disney. Maybe they knew that. Maybe Disney came in, saw the idea. Maybe they saw a script or something. I don't know. Maybe they said, no fucking way that's coming under our banner. We'll do Deadpool 3, but you got to tone this shit down. Maybe Disney came in and they said, we have plans for the X-Men, so you can't bring Wolverine back in at all. There can't be a Hugh Jackman appearance. There can't be any of that.
Yeah.
Maybe they just decided that since Disney did it and they have their whole 10-year plan or whatever for X-Men, that it would take too long to get it done. And either way, at the end of the fucking day, man, God, I actually get really angry in my tchotchkes about this kind of shit. Like, the same thing with the Alien movies, the same thing with all the shit within buying Fox, Predator, and I know they're supposed to be doing something with all this, but god damn it, can Disney just not fucking own every goddamn thing? Can they just left Deadpool fucking out of it somehow, sold it to somebody else, something? Like, at some fucking point, the art, like, Disney has fucking enough. They have enough. They have Marvel. They have all this fucking shit. Just let them make their fucking movies the way they want to make them and stop. No, we need to tie into the universe, so it needs to be 10 years down the road, so this fucking Easter egg, blah, 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 horse fucking shit. Just make good fucking movies. And Deadpool, Wolverine, fucking buddy cop movie would have been the greatest goddamn thing of all time, and I'm sick of this shit.
It would have been good. I almost feel like Zack Snyder for DC, because I can't think of anybody else that would come in that would tell MCU or Marvel or Disney You must be the Monopoly guy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah.
It's true. But at the same time, I don't know. I think that if this buddy cop realization had come before something like Logan, it might have been reasonable. The thing about it is, I don't think, like, dude, I don't know how much interest really was there for Hugh Jackman to begin with. I mean, Patrick Stewart and him both had said that the movie, the way that the characters ended in Logan was the swan song that the character needed. Now, the weird news, or not the weird news, but the possibility of Hugh Jackman appearing in a Deadpool movie with alongside Ryan Reynolds as a cameo appearance could work because Deadpool breaks the fourth wall all the time.
Yeah.
And the fact that Hugh Jackman is an actor playing Wolverine would actually work in his favor. It does suck that maybe it's possible that when Marvel moved in and bought 20th Century Fox, that they already had these plans in place where they had planned on bringing Hugh Jackman in and doing something with Wolverine, and they were just like, nah, bro, I got my own fucking plans for my characters. Get your shit done.
Yeah.
And get out of my office. It's possible, but I feel like I don't know. It sucks that in a way I wanted to see it, but in a way I don't know. It's hard to, because back in the day I would love to have seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would have loved to have seen the Hugh Jackman Deadpool team up, Wolverine, Deadpool. It would have been great. It would have been hilarious and it would have been awesome. But after watching, again, I keep referencing Logan. I wouldn't want them to go back and tarnish it. I mean, it was good. I mean, it was good. I mean,
it was great, but
if you played a character for that long, I mean, you've done everything you can do with the character.
I just think that this would have taken place before all that, so it wouldn't have really affected it at all.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
Logan
so
still
did
would have
well
existed.
X-Men. Well, in X-Men Apocalypse, he had a cameo in it as Weapon X.
Right, but this
And it
would have
was
been
awesome.
a whole fucking movie, like
I know,
double
but-
co-stars. You know that. Fuck, God. I mean, in either way, I also wonder, dude, I do think this as well. Ryan Reynolds knows marketing and shit like that as good as anybody. The only reason Deadpool exists is because he got that fucking test footage leaked. And he could say he didn't all day. I think he's made a couple jokes about not doing it or doing it, but I personally think that he probably had something to do with that footage getting leaked. And his promotions and his ability to market is the reason that we have Deadpool existing now. And I think that on the flip side of this, I think that he's probably not doing any of this by mistake. I think maybe in his mind, now this might be conspiratorial or whatever, but I think a part of what he might be thinking is, I'm going to tweet this out there, and then maybe it gets a bunch of people fucking talking, and then maybe people start clamoring for it, and then maybe on the cusp of us talking to Marvel about doing this, they get a push to do it, and they're like, okay, we're going to let you do this. Because it's going to be in the past tense. It's not going to affect Marvel's future with the X-Men or anything like that. So I think maybe there's a tiny fart glimmer of hope, like a little quick pew in the night when you walk by someone and you try not to let it out too loud.
Crop dusting.
But
crop dust.
Maybe there's a tiny little pew of hope.